His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and
All
the
right.
victim of a curse,
So we have a
was
problem.
the key to
You ready
finding
for the
the
problem?
young woman.
Problem is we're gonna
Geralt needed to
load
lift the
in
curse.
to the fight.
So we took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist
So,
on dark spells. To the
let's get ready to
Witcher's
fight us
fortress
a
of Kaer Morhen.
groundskeeper. Yesterday he was pretty easy, so. Hey, Lead Devil, welcome in, welcome in. It's going pretty well. I ended up saying screw it. I didn't want to wait any longer today. I didn't want to wait any longer for donating blood. Because they did want me to do platelets, and I would like to do platelets. It's just, it's not something I can do anytime soon. And it's like, no, I understand how important donating blood is, not only for my own health, right? Because donating blood, I don't know how many people know this or not, it actually helps with your heart health, you know, because your body's got to create new blood cells and everything, and it helps maintain everything, essentially, because it's creating fresh new stuff rather than continuing to recycle stuff that may be damaged or have issues with it in some way, shape, or form. So there's that. But the other main important thing is, as a soldier, as a combat soldier, I have firsthand experience, you know, with soldiers under my command, people that I served with, that literally their lives were saved because we had blood on hand to be able to give them when they were in the operating area with the medical officers. You know, if we didn't have that donated blood bags for those soldiers, they would not have survived those injuries. You know, and it's the same thing in the civilian world. People have accidents all the time, car accidents, work accidents. Sometimes people are just mean and cruel and they hurt others, right? Or somebody needs a life-saving surgery. All of those things require blood donations. So I do strongly believe in donating blood, and I strongly believe that if you are healthy enough or capable of donating blood, that you should. It'll help improve your own health, but it may save lives, you know. And it doesn't take that long. And, you know, most blood drives, if you need even more incentive, most blood drives actually give you gifts, you know, like a free shirt. Like today I got a free long sleeve white shirt for my wife, and I got $20 in gift cards for Walmart. You know, it's like, okay, that's nice. That's not what I needed. You know, I was here because I know the importance of it, but it's cool that they do those things. So, again, I strongly, strongly, strongly believe in these practices, and I think others should do them too. I have a phobia. Yes, me, big bad Scareborne. I have a phobia of medical needles. They terrify the shit out of me, and they are extremely painful to me. Everyone's like, but you're covered in tattoos and you have piercings, and I'm like, and they're not medical needles. How are they? You know? Yeah, no, medical syringes scare the shit out of me, and they are very painful for me. For whatever reason, I haven't figured that part out. But I guess that's part of a phobia, right? It's an irrational fear of something. But with the type of person that I am, regardless of how much something terrifies me or how painful something is, if it's something that will not only improve my own health, thus improving my family's well-being, but if it will improve or save the lives of others, and it's something that is in my control and power to do, I am absolutely going to do it every time. And obviously I feel very strongly about this. So again, that's why we're having a late stream today, and also why we're going to have a shorter stream. But yeah, please folks, like if you guys are able, definitely find out where blood drives are going to be around your areas and truly consider donating. Like, because blood types are funny. Like, some blood types only can take a specific blood type. Me, I'm blessed. I have O negative. So I'm blessed in the ability that my blood can be received by everybody. Everybody can be a recipient of my blood. But I'm screwed because I can only receive O negative blood types. So if I ever need a blood donation, I can only receive my own blood type. But my blood can help everybody. So, and that's another thing for those who don't know. When you do blood drives, if you don't know your blood type, they will actually tell you your blood type after the blood's sent back to the lab. So, it's another good way to figure out your blood type if you don't already know. And then, like, the only other one that I really know a lot about is O positive, because that was super common in the army. A lot of people had O positive, right? O positive can receive everything, but only O positive can receive O positive. O positive blood cannot be received by everybody. It can only be received by O positive people, but it can receive everybody's blood. O negative is the exact opposite. I can give blood to everybody, but I can only receive my own. My own blood type. Hey, Froggy Pate. All right, Lead Devil. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? It's going outstanding. Lord Cream Pie. Well, we got to get you guys shout-outs, huh? Let's get some shout-outs going. I'm going to have to do the old school shout-outs because of that freaking timer. So give me a moment here. I am a slow typer. First things first. Lord Cream Pie. Listen, guys, if you guys have... We throw around the term on Twitch. Variety streamer, right? Let's talk about a moment. What do we think of when we say variety streamer? Oh, well, this person plays a lot of different games. Listen, Lord Cream Pie has taught us. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, go check out his channel. Hit the follow button, okay? Because you're going to learn the same thing that I learned from him. And yes, I learned something from him. Because I try to learn something every day, but he taught me something I didn't know I need to know. Right? And that's always the best kind of knowledge to get. The kind that you didn't know you needed. And Lord Cream Pie truly defines what a variety streamer is, okay? A variety streamer isn't someone who just plays multiple games. A variety streamer is someone who streams multiple things, right? So, Lord Cream Pie, yes, he does video games. You know, we've seen him do Borderlands, like it says there. He was doing a hunting game, right? We've seen World War Z on his channel. But you know what else we've seen on his channel? We've seen him hang drywall. We've seen him go fishing. In real life. Like, not in video games. Like, doing this shit in real life. So, again, he is what a true variety streamer is. He is the definition. So, definitely go check it out. It's very, very cool to see all these different things. And, hey, you might learn a thing or two about whatever he's doing, either in a video game or in the real life stuff. Right? So, definitely go check it out. Check it out. And then, we're going to do my good old buddy pal, Froggy Pate. Now, Froggy Pate is a PC streamer, and he does World War Z, Back for Blood. He's done High on Life, ESO. You know, he does a variety of those types of games. Okay? And it's fantastic. Because, A, he's a fun guy to hang out with. B, he's actually a very funny guy who's very easygoing and laid back about most things. Which is weird for me, because I'm like, I'm an army guy and you're an army guy. I get super intense in ops. And he's just like, oh, this is funny, check this out. And he's just like completely relaxed and chill about it. It is so entertaining to see an army person be different than the intense mission focus, tunnel vision, like we need to get shit done and it needs to be done now, right? It's so funny for me and entertaining for me to see an army guy not have that personality, but be in those same situations still. So, again, amazing, amazing people. Definitely go hit follow buttons. It's free, okay? Okay. I'm glad we had these talks. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Let's see here. You ready for tonight? I'm ready. Oh, you are an amazing person. Which, by the way, guys, I know Steven Ledger went and checked out my son's music video that he made, Goes to Sparta. Like, seriously, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. It is freaking amazing, and I watched him make it, and it took him days to make this. And it's God of War Ragnarok spliced into like a montage video, and he added music, and he did all this transitions, and like, it's amazing. And the company that I keep talking about that I'm working on starting up, he is gonna be doing the video editing. So again, this is another opportunity for you guys to be like, okay, so let's take a look at what type of video editing they're doing, right? What do we potentially have to look forward to? Is that something that appeals to me? Is that something that I don't like? Is that something I can work with? These are questions to ask yourself. And then the other thing is providing praise, if it's well-deserved, is great. It encourages people to keep doing what they're doing. Or, if you feel like things can be improved, giving respectful, courteous, helpful, constructive critiques is also welcome. And I know that our Legion has no worries when it comes to courteousness, because that's what we pride ourselves on, right? But definitely go check it out and throw a comment in there on what your thoughts on it were. It really does help. And again, it's only like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, it's an amazing video, and it is freaking awesome. Thank you so much for the shout out. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You are welcome, good sir. All right, so we just finished whipping the caretaker's ass. So now the game saved, so we loaded right into the fight. So I'm glad that everybody showed up right when we started. Because now we're going to go immediately into dialogue.
What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
That's true,
Normally
that's
I'd
still a
be
debate
shocked,
today.
but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
Let's talk about this little creature here, right? Because he didn't have a face, like, it was just stapled skin. And he looked like Frankenstein's monster, because if you look closely at his limbs, like, body parts were stapled together. Like, he was a collection of parts.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris in the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
Okay.
You know the master of the
Very
house,
little
Brianna?
information there.
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions.
Woo! I need to readjust my settings. I just realized that I didn't change them back. I was looking at... Where's it at? Display graphics. Put performance mode back on.
So,
All right.
how should I address you?
As you
Oh,
did now.
man.
We'd rather keep on.
I love this. Oh! Damn you. I want to put it on. I just want to put it on. Dang. Okay, so I kind of wish that this shovel was better, because I'm not gonna lie, I would 100% use this shovel to whip somebody's ass. I mean, look at this. The Caretaker's Spade. 10% of the damage dealt is returned as vitality, healing you. So you combine this with like healing buffs. You combine this with, I know that there's an armor, vampire armor that you can wear that has the same thing. Like, you could really just overwhelm the enemy just simply by constantly healing more damage than they're able to produce. The only downside, as we can see here, the shovel doesn't level with us, and currently our sword is actually stronger. So that's a super disappointing aspect. But I mean, like,
To ourselves.
check it out. Like, he still wields it like a sword. I would have liked to have seen him like use it as a club, right? Just start smacking people with it. I'm not gonna lie, like, freaking shovels in wartime are probably one of the most dangerous weapons you will ever encounter. Just because at the point when somebody pulls a shovel on you in a combat environment, or you pull a shovel on somebody in a combat environment, it's one of those, no, this is absolutely on, and at this point, it's desperation. There is no more, oh, we're gonna do this tactically and we're training and blah blah. No. There is none of that. Now it is just pure brutality and primal desperation. And gosh, man, is that type of fighting the most purest form of combat you can possibly encounter. But it is also one of the most dangerous that you could possibly encounter.
Guess thieves tried to lower the statue of Oops, but something scared them off.
Hold on. I got the blade, a blade from the bits yesterday, and what were the other one that levels with you? Oh, the other, there's two. The first one, when you continued through the storyline, and you get to the point where you gotta go ask all your friends for help, right? And you gotta go to Cradon Crack over in Skellige, and you have to ask him for help defending Ciri. So obviously you've discovered Ciri, and you brought her back to Scareborne and all of that. Once you've gotten to that point, when you go back to Cradon Crack, you ask him for help, and he goes, well, I give you this sword. And then they talk about the Winter's Blade. And Geralt mentions it's a legendary blade, and he thought it was just a legend. And then he gives it to you. And it's a steel sword, and it has a chill effect. But it levels with you now. It didn't used to, but it now does. And again, it's a steel sword. The other sword that levels with you is a silver sword. There's only one silver sword that levels with you, and it's this bad boy right here. This thing is gorgeous. Now, here's the thing. If you're gonna run this sword, A, you have to be a level 35 to even wield it, to start. And B, you have to go to Toussaint. And in Toussaint, the Duchy of Toussaint. When you come here, you will be doing your little exploration thing, right? And then once you finish your little exploration thing and the fighting of the initial giant that you get here, what you need to do is you'll end up coming over to the Cockatrice Inn, and that is at the first point you will actually gain control of your character, where you can freely roam about without a follower. Okay, once you've gotten to that point, and they're like, "Hey, you need to go meet the Duchess," we're not gonna go meet the Duchess. You need to come over to this lake right here, that's got this little island in the middle of it, and then in this island, you need to go to this piece of water that's in the middle of the island that's in the middle of the lake. And there's a hermit there, and he'll give you a quest. Take the quest, then go do everything else you need to go do in Toussaint. You need to uphold the 5 chivalric values. So, like, there's a boy that's going to deliver a message to you while you're in this town. Give him more coin, even though the postage was paid. That takes care of generosity. And then you need to go to the tourney grounds and fight in the tourney grounds. Do all the quests here. You're going to fight the monster? Spare the monster. If you get challenged to a duel, fight the duel. Win in the tournament grounds. Like, win the tournament itself, the entire freaking thing. Okay? Doing all of these things will help fulfill the values, and that will bring you back to this little freaking hermit that's in this island, on this lake. That's right, because you're walking on the water. And then you gotta fight that dude. Once you fight that dude, then the Lady of the Lake gives you this silver sword, which not only levels with you, but gets stronger if you can kill 10 opponents without taking a hit. Well, 11 opponents, because you have to get 10 charges. You get a charge every time you hit somebody. When you get a full 10 charges, if you can kill an enemy while it's fully charged at 10, it will permanently increase the damage by 6, and how much it will increase it, that cap also changes based on your character level. So this sword is more important than any of the others, hands down, and you can add sockets to it, which I did, as you can see. So those are the other 2 swords that level with you apart from the Blade of Bits. So, first one, you have to advance in the main storyline, and then Kraton Krak and Skellige will give it to you. And then the other one is that big, long quest line that you have to pick up in the beginning or you will not be able to complete it, over in Toussaint. Ooh. So, I don't know how long Ogrid has been gone from the house. And I don't know how many people in here who have not seen this DLC, so we're not going to ruin anything, because I actually know the answers. But when you come in, and there's some freaking Frankenstein monster thing out there with no face, just a skin flap stapled where his face is supposed to be, a talking possessed dog and cat, and you come into the house and it's destroyed like this, and it's got that thick of cobwebs, I'm gonna venture to say that the lady of the manor is not alive anymore. She's dead. Right? Like, that to me feels obvious.
What the hell?
Hold on. Hey, look, there she is. She is alive, just as a wraith. Woo!
Gotta be careful.
Special wraith too. That's gonna be a named wraith. So okay, so 35, you can use it. Right now I'm 24 and I haven't even been to Skellige. Okay, so 35 is when you can use the silver sword. Okay. You can go to Skellige and do all your things, but you need to advance in the main storyline to get the Skellige one. As far as the silver sword that I was just talking about, I think I went to Toussaint at 24, and that's when I picked it up, and it's just been sitting in my stash box until I hit 35, and then I pulled it out. So, you can absolutely get the sword prior. You're gonna have to do a little bit of tactical Witcher thinking, so to speak, in some of the fights. Like, make sure you have your blade oils are going to be huge, okay? Make sure you've got bombs ready. Make sure that you've got your armor set. Make sure you're keeping up with your gear. If you use potions, if that's your play style, make sure you got good potions. Specifically, you want to make sure you have a potion called Black Blood. Make sure you have that. Super, super, super important, because freaking Toussaint's full of vampires. But if you play as a Witcher and not just a brute force casual player, you can right now at your level, if you have the skill set and the equipment, you can go and retrieve this sword. It will be difficult, it will be a challenge, but it is possible because that's what we did. So you can go retrieve it if you want. That way you ensure that you have it as soon as you're able to wield it. But again, it's a comfort level thing, because again, even if you were to go right now, you know, like you said, you can't actually use it until 35. Wait a second, what was that? Ofri Kiji. Iris's sketchbook.
What the hell was that?
That was Iris getting pissed off. I mean, come on, Geralt. You saw the ghost come out of the portrait. Oh,
damn it.
Right.
Leave before it's too late.
Hey, look, it's all great.
Geared as I've never known him. A different man then.
Locked. We still don't have that key. Let's see. What else can we find on the bottom floor? I know she's upstairs, but I want to make sure we get everything. Everything? Everything.
Tidy. And everything's clean. Ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table.
That's kind of creepy and weird if you think about it, right? Like, the caretaker, not only does he take care of the outside and all the stuff, but he actually comes in the house. It's in this shape to set the table constantly. Man, no thank you. And look, we're stuck. We're actually gonna have to come back to this room too, if I remember correctly. This is kind of an interesting bit of the questing here. Ooh!
Someone out to stop me.
We're gonna need Yurden, definitely.
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Fire damage. Interesting.
It is actually interesting that it's fire damage. Especially considering, like, look. So we've got the fire damage that they're claiming. But if you look at the floor, the wood's not ashed. In fact, the cloth's not even burned up on the little runner rugs that they're using. Interesting, right? How do you have fire damage, but not everything was destroyed? Alright, let's go. So we gotta come around into here. And that opens said door here. And now we're gonna have our first fight. Okay, let's do this. Oh, come on, bring it. Bring it. Bam. Ooh, buddy. Can I burn these portraits? You can't burn the portraits either. All right, bring Yurden back.
What was that?
Oh, it's burning all the portraits. So it must just be because we defeated her. That's so weird, right? What the hell was that? That's a great question, Geralt, buddy old pal. And you gotta do all this, like, walking on the outside to come into the rooms because doors are locked and shit. So keep that in mind. You're gonna be doing a lot of that. See? See?
Happy families are all alike.
Woo!
Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
Alright, let's go. Oh, come on. Turn. Run, bud! Run! You can do it. Run! I went the wrong way,
Chamber.
obviously.
Iris was supposed to be here.
Iris was supposed to be here. You mean she is? She's right there. I'm looking at her, bud. She's right there. Lunchtime is over. See you next time. All right. Well, thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it. I do enjoy you coming in every time. It's fantastic. So thank you. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do a little bit longer of a stream because can't donate blood until March again. So, but have an outstanding rest of your shift and the rest of your day. And thank you again. And I hope to see you in the future.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
Ah! Well, that makes sense. How did she die?
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
Her heart just burst? I'm gonna have to agree with Geralt. Like, I may not have a whole lot of medical experience outside of combat medicine, but I don't think hearts just explode without cause. Right? And then, like, here's the other thing. If your heart exploded in your chest, we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say because it's a muscle and it's tissue and it's not bone and it's stuck behind the bone cage that it didn't actually penetrate the chest cavity, right? With the way that her head is angled, with the amount of blood that would come from your heart bursting and exploding in your chest, there would definitely be quite a bit of dried blood that pooled out of the openings of her face all over the bed. And we're not seeing that either. So hearts don't explode without cause. And there's no dried brown stain of blood on the comforter where she's laying. And she's laying in a downward, like her face is at a downward angle where it would drain easily. So I'm going to have to go with what Geralt said. I find it hard to believe that that's true. Now, her dying of grief and loneliness, and that causing a cardiac event such as a heart attack or you know, maybe a brain event like a stroke. Maybe. I'm more inclined to believe the heart attack part. But again, it's not how things work. Okay? Like there's reasons.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies?
Surprised?
No, not at all.
So that makes sense. So they're helping us because they're trapped here because of their indentured servitude to her. And she's gone, so they have no purpose, but they're still bound by their purpose, by their oaths or whatever they were, however they work. They don't explain what they are either. So looks like we've got to lift a curse. Witchers, always doing the nice thing. We got to lift this curse to help the dog and the cat be able to go back to wherever they came from in whatever realm that they came from, because we don't know what they are, because they're not very forthcoming about anything pertaining to them or the caretaker. So we definitely got to help them out, because they shouldn't be trapped here. That's not fair to them. And now the caretaker's gone, there's nobody here to protect the grounds or protect them from unwanted guests, as they've worded it. So we're definitely going to help them out.
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everett has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
I have a
Good dog.
question. Here's a question, because the cat gave me one key, the dog gave me the other key, but you notice what they didn't have? Neither one of them have a collar, neither one of them have pouches. Where are you keeping, and maybe I don't want to know the answer to that, but where are you keeping those keys? Where are you keeping those keys? Do I want to know where you're keeping those keys? Because they're not in your mouth. Geralt, I think you need to wash your hands after using these keys, bud. Just throwing that out there, man.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everett have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death. Worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that.
She was a talented painter. Like, the paintings in the house are hers.
Can't say much about Iris von Everett, but I do know I like her paintings. It's a
She's a good
shame
painter.
her art couldn't bring her greater comfort. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death.
Place her sketchpad.
Your name's inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you. The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you.
Here we go. This is kind of cool. This part's fun.
Should I follow you? All right.
By the way, I don't know if anybody in here is playing Division 2,
What is this place?
but I've decided I'm going to be doing Division 2 heavily again. Yes, I know. So if anybody wants to play Division 2,
the work of Iris
send me a
von Everett.
message with your gamer tag, so that way I can get you an invite if you are interested in joining the clan.
How'd you two get in here?
Hold on.
We exist in both worlds at once.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, so Division 2. We have the clan, the Scareborne Legion clan. It is empty, as I've said before. So if anybody who does want to do that, I have decided, due to an undertaking, because my son, the one doing the video editing, one of the things that he's going to be doing is he's going to be using my channel as a kind of like a test pilot to create different clips and videos and stuff to get an accurate time frame of how long these projects take to make, so that way when we make this service available to everybody, he's giving you accurate, informed time frames, right? That's important. And then the other thing is this also gives him, or our company rather, content that we're able to go, this is what we create. This is the quality of product we create. These are some of the projects that he's done, right? Because he's going to be the video editing guy. So, because of all of that, I think I'm going to be doing some more Division 2 stuff, because I have an easier time being tactical with those types of games. It's a Tom Clancy game. I mean, Tom Clancy's kind of on point with tactical shooters. So, if you guys do want to join me, or if you guys need help, let me know. I'm actually gonna think in here. Let me think. I'm gonna make a new character. That's it. I'm doing it. I'm making a new character. I'm gonna make a new character so that way, if anybody else needs to make a new character, we can ride together. Bam. And again, that'll be on Xbox.
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say.
Sweet, love to watch. Yes, I will definitely be streaming them at some point in the future. I definitely want to get through this first. There's a lot of content here, and I need to make sure that we get through this. But once we finish up the Witcher stuff, timing depending, obviously,
Spectres of Olgid and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
But yeah, no, I can. We're definitely gonna be doing some Division 2 stuff in the future. We are gonna get through Witcher first, as far as streaming side of the house goes. As far as what I'm doing in the game, as far as playing in the game, I will be playing Division 2 off stream until we finish Witcher, and then I'll start streaming it afterwards. So if you guys want to get a head start on some new characters, if you guys need that time, it would be a perfect opportunity. Bam. All right, let's see. And also, for those who don't know, yeah, I know Division 2 goes on sale regularly, but if you're like, no, it's not on sale right now, I don't know if it is or not. But I want to get the game so I can get started. Well, guess what? GameStop sells used copies of it for stupid cheap, close to nothing. So that's a good place to go check out for cheap pricing. Teapot.
Tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast.
Painter's palette.
Probably not right.
Teapot.
Iris was painting the manor.
Okay, so neither one of these go here. So we got to find... You say we're finding random items. Like we found the painter's palette. We found a teapot. These are things that are going to go into other memories. Ooh. And we are stuck in a painting, so things are going to look weird. It is not a shitty graphics because of anything. It's supposed to look this way because it's a painting that we're stuck inside of. Get him. Is it because they're spectral spiders that we're using the silver blade and they're not true spiders? Because I feel like spiders aren't technically a monster, right? So you'd want to use the your steel blade like you do against the wolves and such and the bears. So you see those floating yellow clouds, looks like leaves, those things? Those are actually bees, okay? They will do great amount of harm to you. So burn them with Igni. Those animals look messed. Yes, they are messed. But I don't know what they are. They are immortal spirit beings. But past that, I couldn't tell you what they are because they are not forthcoming with their information of what they are. They just say that they were summoned.
Memory.
So let's see. Ooh, look at this. What do we got? A wedding veil.
Probably not right.
He's got a shot glass in his hand. The way she's holding her hand, I'm going to venture to say she's holding a cup too. So we have to find a cup.
Tattered decorations for a special occasion.
There it
Wine
is.
Cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Look at that. He doesn't have all his
Gladly,
scars.
I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
And there's the spiders. So now that we know why there's spiders in the garden, it's because he put them here. And her fear of spiders is what is giving them their strength and their size.
Ah, damn it all.
Oh, man. So many. So freaking many.
Italian's humming.
Oh, hey,
Wraith?
you. No, that doesn't look like a wraith.
No, a nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
All right, big boy, let's go. Where are you at? Thought you wanted to fight. No? No? Okay, fine. So, maybe we overlooked some items over here. So let's take a look around with our Witcher vision actually on and see if maybe we overlooked items. We did overlook items. Painter's palette goes there.
The spirit from the steppe. Read often,
Okay.
well worn.
Which means that goes in Olgrid's hand.
Perfect match.
There we go. There we go.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better.
So he fulfilled her wish, just not
When
in
the
the way she
rain
wanted.
comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Hmm? Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
He became distracted and obsessed. When he becomes distracted and obsessed, he became distant. And she's a person that becomes... She needs the investment, the attention. She needs to know that she's not alone. So when he did that, she took it personal, and she's not a type of personality that can handle that. Hey, bud. You. Let's have this discussion. No? Huh. So apparently you can't hurt him while he's up there. Before we go... Ooh! Let's go around the back and see if we... Nope, we can't get in the back gate. So we do have to go through the house. And we are killing those spiders simply because they exist. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we are. They be taken care of. Let's get in the house and fix these problems now. Let's see, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Wheels and guts. You know what? Maybe we should do that. Maybe I should do that, right? Instead of like... You know how people do the charities, right? Oh, do charities, we raise money for this group. And yes, the groups need money and all of that. But you know what?
Did not live in poverty, those two.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way. If anybody's got any suggestions, message me in Discord privately. I gotta figure out how to do a... How would we handle a Twitch streamed blood drive? Right? I'm thinking like March, because that's when I'm eligible again. So I could participate. But do a stream where we're having people go, hey, look, I donated. Look, I donated. Hey, Mestino7. So check this out, everybody. I need everybody here. Do me a favor. Okay? Super, super important and super, super cool. You ready? You ready? Let me get this. There we go. 7. Okay. So, as you can see, Mestino7 was doing Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon's Roar. The Isle Dragon Roars. I swear I can speak English, man. Okay. I have no idea what that game is. Not a clue. But I was checking out their page. They got some upcoming scheduled broadcasts. And what their upcoming scheduled broadcasts are is a variety of games, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Fits right in with our theme, right? Pretty cool. But here's another cool thing that I think that everybody here needs to know. Are you ready? You need to do me a personal favor. And I'm going to make it a standing order for the Legion for the day. That's right. Today's Legion standing order is you will follow Mestino 7. Why? Believe it or not, Mestino 7 was the tech who handled my blood donation today. That's right. This individual, not only are they a new upcoming streamer that we need to help make affiliate, but they're also actually directly involved in the blood donation side of the house, which is fantastic. So definitely go over there, show that Legion support that we talk so much about, and hit those follow buttons for me, please. Please, please, please. Very important and dear to me. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope the rest of your shift went well. And again, so yeah, if anybody's got any ideas on how we would do that as a Twitch event, right? Something where like people are going to be able to participate in their local regions, where they can do a blood drive. That would be kind of cool. I think that would be kind of cool. I think that's something we need to do because, I mean, yes, the charity donations that they set up for Twitch where we can have money donated is convenient. But is it making the best difference? I don't know. But you know what I do know? Blood makes a huge difference. I got to figure that out. You know what? I got it. March. In March, starting the month of March, because that's when I'll be eligible again, we're going to do a blood drive for the entire month, okay? If you donate blood, if you donate blood in your local area, you would go to the Discord and submit proof, like your free shirt or, like I got paperwork, submit proof with a mailing address. And then what we'll do is I got quite a few of these little Scareborne pins here. Let me switch my other camera so I can see this better. My lighting's too bright. So these Scareborne pins, double pinned, right? Metal. We will send pin to every person who submits proof that they donated. What do we think about that idea for March? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your ideas. Anyways, let's continue with this story, trying to solve this problem with Iris. So here we go. We have got a dinner. Now, here's the cool thing about this dinner puzzle, for those who don't know. If you come over to this...
in the painting.
There you go. If you look at the painting, and you see the way that the painting is set up, you have to make this match...
Castel Ravello. A Toussaint wine. Expensive.
Castel Ravello. That's the one we call Castle Ravioli all the time.
Silver thread. Pearls. Doll must have cost a fortune.
Yeah, so we have to make the painting match, which part of that is the lighting. So, like, look at the candles. So the closest two candles are lit, but the third candle's not lit. Do we see that in the painting there? So let's take a look here at the table. That one's not lit. These two are lit. Okay.
A lavish feast. Trying to impress the guests.
What else? What else? We got anything else to examine?
Beard's wife liked flowers. Judging by the ornamentation, this might be hers.
Alright, so now let's look at the rest of the lighting in the room. So we got those two lightings, correct? All right, so the fireplace. So we got to light the fireplace up now. Let's go get lit the fireplace. Do it right now. Bam. There we go. So you just had to do the
My
lighting.
darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it?
He looks
And what's this?
Nilfgaardian.
We brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
Oh. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. That's insulting.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd? Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
All right, I've got to find some specters now. Woo!
What now,
Luckily,
you piece of
specters are pretty straightforward.
So let's
They're not
follow
like
him.
wraiths. They're not like wraiths where you need to drop the Yrden sign. You're able to get straightforward through them. So that's kind of nice. It comes down to just swordplay at that point. And again, we are a little bit higher level than what you should be coming in here. So we do have that distinct power advantage right off the bat. So that helps dramatically. And then we have the Toussaint silver sword that levels with us and that gets more powerful the more enemies we kill with it. So again, we do have very clear, distinct combat advantages. All right, so it looks like there's nothing up here to loot, so we don't have to worry about none of that. Bye. Such a cool painting. Such a cool
Not
painting.
you again.
All right, let's do it. Oh, you're gonna
Like
run
this
away?
place.
Man, I should probably bring Yrden out just because I have a feeling we're gonna end up needing it. We're gonna end up fighting some freaking wraiths at some point. There's no way we don't fight a wraith at some point. Well, this is the way that's open. Let's see.
Rick's
Night
almost
lamp.
gone.
What else? What else? He's washing his hands. Okay.
Wash basin. Bloodstains on it.
Bloody towel.
Bloodstained towel.
We're gonna guess that's the item,
Wash
right?
it all off.
That makes
Got
sense.
some on the towel.
In a
The
nightgown.
nightshirt. Never worn, I think.
So we're gonna say that this is the bloody towel. It is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
What
that.
time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvellous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
So again, this is that he became obsessed and detached from reality, and he's pushing her away. And she's a person that needs the connection. She needs the attention. She needs the person's investment in her. He's not doing that. So this is slowly
Another
like
blurred
gonna
memory.
create resentments, you know? So we got to be aware of the reality of what he is doing and what we're seeing build up over time. Because this is not a single day. This is a built up over
as if someone just
multiple
rinsed it.
weeks, months, years, and multiple situations that create this scenario. So let's take a look. So purple grapes, green grapes, 2 apples, and
She painted
the
old
goblet.
beard, but the details are off. Living tableau's missing something. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Jewels to place the goblet. The goblet was in the middle.
Maybe on this side.
The apples were on the right side. And the grapes were on the left.
This goes here. Fits, I think. Finally, just like the picture.
There it is. There it is.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this.
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
So here's the thing. Olgierd never feels he's good enough and always feels that he is trying to make his wife happy and give her what she deserves, and he doesn't feel he is fitting enough to do that. Ooh, specters.
Bastard.
Specters. The specters almost resemble wild ones. Not necessarily Olgierd because of the way that the hair is, but wild ones. The gang members that he has. That's what they almost resemble. So this is one of those, he thinks he has to do certain things to please her and make her happy, and that he's doing these secret things for her. But the reality is because his single-minded stubbornness and tunnel-visioned approach to it, and all-obsessing, absorbing approach, it's actually pushing his wife away and creating a resentment and a gap between them. And it inevitably, it led to her dying. So this is one of those, be satisfied and enjoy with what the moment that you have. Enjoy the things you have. Don't ignore what you have to try to obtain things that you might want. Okay? Appreciate what you have. If you can appreciate what you have and pursue improvements, that's one thing. But you have to remember to appreciate what you have.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Same.
The
Between
gates of mystery. Between worlds. The library of an occultist.
Let's see. Beeswax candles. All right. Well, we know where this is going with the pentagram that's on the ground.
Blood pacts. Or on foreign presences.
Of course you're gonna make blood deals.
Matter was depressingly gloomy in the winter.
So that's a winter painting. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but that's a winter painting. Okay.
Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet.
Of course it is. Piece of chalk. Oh, man. So we got to finish this this. Well, it depends on what side they sit at, right? It could be a pentagram or it could be a pentacle, depending on which side they use.
Pentagrams here to bind summoned.
Pentagram it is. Pentagram it is. All right.
Chalk to fix them. Then I can set out the candles. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles.
So, Geralt, you hate black magic, but you're gonna go ahead and place and do a black magic ritual? Come on, bud. All right. Place candles on the vertices, on the circle, vertices, and circle. I don't remember, so let's try the vertices. Maybe it's the vertices.
What about this? Not even a fizzle.
Okay. So then... vertices and circle?
Maybe this? Nope. Botched it, I guess.
Okay. So then just the circle.
How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
So that's it. So around the
Go
circle,
away.
that's
I
the
wish
answer.
To be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace.
Then you should tell her. And if you're afraid of how she'll react to it, then maybe you shouldn't do it in the first place. Just saying, bud. If you feel you have to hide it, you probably shouldn't do it. That feels a little common sense to me. How you doing, Runa? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. How's your day? Anything new or exciting with you?
Odiano feos. Soba camisa iada. Soba camisa e barasas. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee!
He made a pact prior. Okay, see that?
Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Okay, so I guess we're going to the winter portrait because we can't put the flames out. Woo! So go in the winter painting.
Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside.
Of course it's a blizzard, right? Can't just be easy. Run! Run! Look at that, in the basement, in the basement. Below the crystallized fear dude. Oh, look, we're inside.
Iris and her father.
Let's see here. We're gonna
So
take
this
the pipe.
is when he started smoking.
Gonna take
Beer
the mug.
tankard, but there was vodka in it. Drained to the last drop.
So yeah, definitely looks like he made a pact prior that probably allowed him to marry her, and now he was trying to end it. Marriage contract.
A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd.
Well, that's definitely a contract holding, like a scroll holding there.
Not quite. Memory's still incomplete.
And then you...
So
A
that's
drinking
how he
good
whiled
friend.
away the long winter evenings.
All right, let's see this.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
He's all scarred up now.
Gladly.
You see that?
On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Oh!
Father!
Murdered her dad.
Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Ooh. Insult to injury there. Insult to injury. Well, that's going to make interesting family reunions, huh? Definitely going to make a healthy marriage.
Ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go
Ooh.
upstairs.
Did you hear that? The dog said he loved his wife, and the cat was like, no. He merely remembered that he should love her. But he became a beast. Oh, look. Look, it's the caretaker.
We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the best.
A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? Claw scratches.
Okay. Well, the cat obviously gets a small bowl, right?
There we go.
And the dog obviously
Animal
gets...
hair. Think this
big
was
bowl.
yours.
Yep.
Single place setting. No others on the table.
Okay. Ooh, what's this? Food tray.
Leather.
Look at this. Freaking Frankenstein's monster up in here, right? He was a cool little creature, man. I really wish they would expand on the lore behind these three creatures, the caretaker, the dog, and the cat. They didn't give us a whole lot to work with. But they are super, super entertaining and interesting. Like, look at his arm. He is literally pieced together with staples. Here's my question. Did staples even exist back then?
Perfect match.
When were staples invented?
You
When were
actually
staples
ate
invented?
from
Does
these
anybody
bowls?
know?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same,
1879.
as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
He did this
All
to his
Von Everett
relationship.
failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance.
I don't know, that caretaker would
What's
be...
there?
It is kind of
Iris
creepy,
Von Everett's
right?
greatest fear.
That caretaker's kind of creepy, but at the same time, he's pretty cool, man. Donate. If you're looking for... So, if you want to do the donate thing, there's the tips are on my about section on my page. It says leave a tip for Scareborne. There's that one. Or you can do bits. And then there's also the merch store if you want to buy merch. But yeah, I don't have that specific command set up. You're honestly the first person that's done that. Most everybody uses the either the bits or the merchandise. But thank you, that was really cool. That is a very nice thought of you to have. So I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look. We got this Scenes of a Marriage. Ooh, look, we actually get some looty stuff. We haven't been able to loot anything. other than the quest items so far. So that's kind of nice, even if it's just 2 books.
My dearest wife.
Ooh, look.
Letters from Olgierd to Iris, where I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Oh, man. Creepy monsters. Oh, creepy monsters. Let's do it. Let's do it. You got Witcher eyes, man. You don't need the candlelight. Oh, these are so creepy. This is like some Silent Hill shit at this point. Right? They move like the Silent Hill monsters. Look. Look. They remind me of the original Silent Hill monsters. And now they're just creepy Olgiards. But when they were wearing the hood and the ropes, it truly reminded me of Silent Hill. I don't know. Maybe I dated myself a little bit there by talking about the original Silent Hill. Oh, man. Oh! Woo! Alright, cute. Let's get some shields going. Oh, bam. Buy us some windows. Oh! Wow, he's fast. So, we really have to stop him from being able to get the initial attacks, because when he gets the initial attacks, man, he is fast. So, be quick and aggressive. Be quick and aggressive in that fight. If you can hit them before they start to engage you, you can take them out with relative ease, as you just noticed there. But like you saw how quick that one that we let get away for a second, you saw how quick he moves around and teleports around the field. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He probably would hit a lot harder too if we weren't as high of a level as we are.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place.
Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
So, okay. So she kind of like got stuck in her own version of purgatory, basically, is what she's explaining there. That all these fears of hers, the really awful memories, because like there were certain happiness memories that we started out with, which because of the moments of happiness that she had in the beginning, it made the bitter, scary memories at the end that much more intense to her, because she not only is going through those things, but she is also having to deal with knowing what she had that is no longer there and what she lost. You know, so it makes the memories more intense for her. And as a result, it creates a nightmare hell loop for her. And that's pretty much what she's been stuck in. So, interesting, right? Oh, hey, Lord Creampod, thank you for those 100 bits. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, man, it has been so cold making some of my injuries get all stiff and act up. I'm gonna take some extra medicine when I get off of here. Oh, 200 bits? That is amazing. 300 bits. 300 bits. You are fantastic, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are amazing. I greatly appreciate that. And you have no idea, like, how, like, so sincerely, when you guys donate bits, when you guys buy merchandise, when you guys subscribe, that helps me tremendously. Because, I'll show you. I got a list. I don't know how well that let me see. Flip the camera here. I've got a list. Okay? I know you can't really make out the writing because of the lighting. But it's actually a list of every single cost that I need to get the company up and running so that we can start providing services and merchandise for each one of your guys' channels. Basically, I'm starting a company that's going to be a one-stop shop for all streamer needs. We'll do video editing services. We'll do graphic design services. We'll do merchandise services. And then we'll also have its own lines for sustainability because there's a lot of monthly and yearly expenses that come with creating this company. But yeah, so every little bit that you guys donate actually helps with putting together these expenses. How much money do you need? A lot. For the LLC and the trademark, that's $1,100. We did the video editor. I paid for the video editor already. That we actually just got a few days ago. 4 days ago, actually. And that one was $120. Then, let's see. We're looking at... There's for the... What do you call them? The graphic design side of the house. We need... There's we need the Photoshop editor program with all the additional premium services, and that's $600 a year. Intruis Wacom produces the art pad that we'll need so that we can provide the graphic design and logo images for everybody, and that's another $500 for that piece of equipment. So like you can see, like this starts getting pricey, but I'm financing the entire thing myself. So yeah, every little bit definitely helps, guys. So thank you. It's going to be a process. It's gonna take us some time. We got the video editing stuff. We did get that, so we've already started in that route. My son, who, again, if you looked at the Ghost of Sparta video that I posted a link to in the Discord, my son made that. And he did that with a very basic program. We ended up using the Twitch income that you guys have helped me generate to purchase the advanced program that we need. And now he's going to be starting to use that program to start really making super cool montage videos, shorts, clips, like all sorts of things. And then we'll start putting that out so that way you guys have points of reference of the quality of work that's being produced. So that way you guys can see if this is even something you're interested in using later down the road. But yeah, it's a super involved process. It's going to take time. But just know, everything you guys do as far as helping support this channel goes towards funding these projects. So that way we can turn around and offer these services to the Legion first. And then as we expand, we can offer it to others outside of the Legion. But the Legion will be the first folks that get the priority whenever we get the funding to finish purchasing the rest of the stuff that's on this list. But yes, so thank you so much for those bits. It truly does help and it makes a difference. So thank you. All right, so let's finish talking to her.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look. You buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more.
Wow. Look at that. Woo!
And I
Lifting curses.
I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Let's talk about this powerful enemy for a moment. That powerful enemy is Gontar O'Dim, the master mirror, and he also claims to be a traveling merchant. Which again, he is far more powerful than any sorcerer or sorceress that you ever encounter. Period. But he has powers that are even are not natural beyond that. They're even more powerful than, say, the Jinn, right? So we're not clear on what he is, but he is a very all-powerful and all, he is a terrifying being to have as your opponent. And there's not really a whole lot that Geralt is able to do to stop him from doing whatever hell he wants when he wants. So there are these concerns here. And he is the bad guy, to be honest.
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gontar O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Alright, so we're gonna say So Olgierd obviously is putting on a show. At this point, he is just an actor, right? He is pretending to have everything intact. He's pretending to know what direction they need to move in. The reality is he is just putting the show on for his little gang while he's still trying to figure out how to defeat Gontar O'Dim, because he hasn't figured out that answer yet. So he's still trying to figure that one out. But he's not really happy. He's just a husk, essentially.
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Alright, so the rose is more than a memento. Really? I never would have guessed that, Geralt. I mean, she only said that the rose revived when she woke up from her hellish... what would you call it? Purgatory nightmares that she was stuck in as a loop? So, I'm gonna venture to say it's probably because she was a wraith. It's the thing that tethers her to the real world. It keeps her there. I'm gonna venture to say if you destroy it, it would probably free her spirit. But there may be another way to do it, right? Maybe negotiating with her, maybe figuring out what... Like the Pesta at the Tower of Mice, right? She wanted Graham She wanted Graham to die, regardless of if he died in his hut or he died in the tower. She wanted Graham to die because she died. And that freed the Pesta. So she may have a condition like that too. So let's find out.
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Yep.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Pretty much.
Need to be honest.
Pretty
if
much.
I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you've built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a safe answer. It's an honest answer.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
Well, Geralt, what you need to tell her is, listen, it's cool. Whatever faith you have, trust in your faith. Right? There you go. But no. All right. So we need the rose. We do need the rose. We have to get the rose. That's the quest. So we got to get this rose.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it.
Ooh, there it is. It needs to be
the
exact.
one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Bam!
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand
Same
in his
guy.
way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be
Ooh.
broken?
Yep, glass that can't be
So
broken. That's a riddle. Anybody know what glass can't be broken? Anybody?
I'll
Anybody?
remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
I dig the fact that it's a purple flower. You know, gotta represent Legion colors all day. I want to know what's with the Nilfgaardian colors, though. They are clearly in the Kingdom of Rodania. So what is with the Nilfgaardian colors? Rodania is red and white. The black is Nilfgaard. Yes, I get she's probably in mourning. But, like, her father dressed in the Nilfgaardian tunic, right? The doublet, it was Nilfgaardian colors. So I'm really curious on if she's Nilfgaardian. Because Ulrich, he's obviously a local, but he had a lot of dealings with the Ophiri. Because all his weaponry, his garments, everything is Ophiri based. So I'm curious on how a Novigrad family of wealth ended up marrying into a Rodanian family that obviously had money issues because they tried to pay off his money issues, and has a great deal of experience with the Ophiri. I'm curious on how that arrangement came about, because it doesn't sound like one that should make sense. All right, So that's that. We go out through the break in the wall. And now we need to look for our signpost. Let's go to our signpost and we're going to fast travel to Ulgrid's man at the Alchemy Inn. Because remember, he had to go deal with some criminal crime lord dude named Dauntless. Wait. What did that say? Miller seeks apprentice. Check our inventory. We're solid on the inventory side of the house. Let's get on going. Here we go. Dropping on in.
Long live, etc.,
Do. Oh, Roy. All right. So back to the inn that everyone was drinking at this tavern, right? That they had the dude in the herring barrel.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt! Over here!
Oi, waiter looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. It's my treat.
Yeah, you just pissed off Gontaro Dim. You shouldn't have done that, bud. I tried being polite. Oh, you should have listened. Especially with Gontaro Dim in the room. He tends to be overly harsh with everything. You're so screwed, bud.
Show
Man.
off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities.
See? Who can do
Like
this? What
spiking
being
the
is
soup
capable of this?
unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
He put a fly in there. Who are you really?
Who are you really?
Gontaro Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
He sounds... Okay, so Gontaro Dim's behavior mirrors more of what you find in Christianity and Catholicism with crossroad demons. That's what he truly reminds me of. But I don't know that demons are a thing in the Witcher universe. I'd have to look that up. That's something I don't know. I know, surprising, right? So, oh man. Question: did anybody figure out what unbroken glass is? Glass that cannot break? By the way, let me tell you the answer. You ready? Water. That's right. Pool of water. Because think about it. What does glass do? Because they've went from mirror to glass to unbreakable glass. Well, what is a mirror made of? Glass, but it's a reflective glass. What does glass do? In a mirror form, it reflects an image. The water, a clear pool of water that's not moving, what does it do? When you look into it, it reflects your image, just like glass. And when you smash the water or you disturb the water, what does it do? It simply ripples and returns. And then when it settles, you can see the reflection clearly again. So, unbreakable glass. Bam. Pretty cool little puzzle there, right?
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That the oft desire unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
He mentions demon, but we've
really
never...
wish to know?
A demon's never a part
Yes.
of
No, Geralt.
the bestiary.
You don't.
And
This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
so he mentions demon, but a demon's not in the bestiary that a Witcher deals with. And the fact that it's not in the bestiary makes me question if demons exist, or if it's just a mythical being that they've made up, but nobody's ever actually encountered one. I'm curious on if that's the case, because I feel like if you had encountered a true demon, the Witchers would know about it. The Witchers would be able to have a bestiary catalog or entry about it, even if it was just something brief of, hey, yo, they exist and we have no clue how to kill them. Right? Something. So, he's not a djinn. He can't be a djinn. Because if we look at the last wish quest with Yennefer, right, we had to find a seal. We had half of the seal, and then we had to find the ship underwater. That was where we got the first half, and then we used that to locate the second half of the ship, and when we got to the second half of the ship, we got the second half of the seal. Then with both the seals, we were able to summon and conjure this djinn, and the djinn couldn't do anything without a master. So, he clearly doesn't need a seal, and he's clearly not a djinn. So yeah, I have no idea what this dude is. It's very curious. Very, 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 very curious.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, 'cause we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
He did say that.
I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm quick. Real quick.
I'm a Witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Interesting, right? Alright, so this Lilvani temple that they talked about, we've actually been there before. You guys might recognize it from earlier in the broadcasts. Let's see here. Let's go get to our fast travel points. Right down here. Rodania. Oh wait, we gotta talk to Shani first. We talk to Shani and then we can fast travel. Oh, Shani. Let's have a discussion. Look, she's packing up her
Shani.
stuff.
Oh,
She's packing.
Geralt.
Oh no!
Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedron
Of course
bound.
it does. Ooh, that's not good. Well, I mean, it might be okay because she's a head medic, right? She's not a frontline medic. So she would be running an aid station somewhere in the rear with the gear. So that might be okay. That might be okay. She'd be relatively safe.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Oh, I remember this dude. This okay, so this quest is actually kind of entertaining and funny.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards
That's
have never
fair.
stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Okay. So she has to come with us for this. Well, that's actually kind of nice because it does make things a little bit nicer and easier here. So here's the reality. You don't have to do this section if you're gonna be siding with Gaunter O'Dim. Prescription. What's the prescription for? Rasal, brew, crush, marigold, drink while hot thrice daily at mealtimes. Avoid greasy foods and by no means drink alcohol in any form for a duration of the treatment. This includes beer. Medic's signature, mainly ineligible. Appears first name is Shawnee. I'm curious on what this prescription's for. No greasy foods, don't drink alcohol, and you have to drink crush marigold hot 3 times a day. Okay. Yeah, so
how
what
are
we're
things at the Academy these days?
what we're about to do is totally unnecessary. I'm doing it simply so you guys can see it. The reality is we're siding with Gaunter O'Dim, the bad guy, because I want the Horn of Plenty. The Horn of Plenty is super important for a potential build idea I have. You have to do Shawnee's questline if you're going to side with Olgierd.
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
That's
so
fair.
The Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
That's fair. Radovid will treat people well as long as he needs them, but as soon as he no longer needs them, he is very, very quick to brutally and efficiently and absolutely dispatch them. Like, nobody survives no longer being useful to him. Can I just kill these guys, Shawnee? I want to kill these guys.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become
Does it,
quite
though?
the stickler.
Does it?
You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Oh.
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate...
Wait. Did we hear that? Did you guys hear that? How many of you caught what he just said? I'm clipping that real quick. We need to clip that. Okay. How many of you caught that? She patched him up, right? He took an injury. And if you listen, she patched his knee, and he says that, oh, it's like no arrow ever struck it. This is a guard who took an arrow in the knee. Oh my gosh, they threw that Easter egg in there, and it's just dawning on me that that's what they're saying and talking about. For those who have ever played Skyrim. I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow in the knee. Oh my god. They totally just fucking threw an ESO, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Easter egg in such a major way that I wonder how many people have overlooked that. This guard took an arrow in the knee. I'm sorry. That's funny to me. That is hilarious.
You'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
That's true.
All right. But alone. Witcher'll draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
I like how they're just talking right in front of the guards about breaking into this place. And nobody says shit. So you took an arrow in the knee, and we're talking about breaking in, and you're just like, oh, it's cool. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear anything. Oh, man, that is too funny. Oh, that was so funny. I can't believe that. They put that Easter egg in there. Oh, that was fantastic. That was so fantastic. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's that time. Do you know what time it is? I know what time it is. Exactly, I know what time it is. All right, let's take a gander. What do we got? We've got... Mr. Mike Macon's live. Let's go see Mr. Mike Macon, because you know it is that time where I gotta get my grandkids ready for bed. So, keep an eye out tomorrow. Everything goes smoothly. I should be live tomorrow, and I should have a longer broadcast. Today, again, I had to donate blood. But yeah, keep in mind out for blood drive donation stuff in March. We may have to do something for the Legion that way. But anyways, thank you all for being here. You guys have been fantastic and wonderful and outstanding per usual. So what we're going to do is we're going to raid on over to Mr. Mike Macon. Please join me in the raid. Make sure you type something in the chat. And why do we do that? Well, because it makes the streamers feel good. And when you make streamers feel good, guess what? They keep producing content for you. So, let's be amazing viewers for Mr. Mike Macon the Wise. And I hope to see you all in the future. And again, have an outstanding rest of your days.